Welcome to the Chemistry YouTube channel. Tamil Nadu Set 2017 Chemical Science Paper 2 50 questions with the explanatory answers Part 2. Which of the following statement is not true for lyophilic salt? Here it is stable, it can be prepared in high concentration, its colloidal particles are highly solvated. Option 3 is correct. Here in lyophilic salts are quite stable and it cannot be easily coagulated. Okay, in lyophobic salts it's readily coagulated, just opposite to lyophilic, and on addition of small amounts of electrolytes. So option 3 was correct. Next question. Fixed parts of colloidal salt silver iodide are respectively silver iodide Ag plus, silver iodide I minus in presence of. Listen, you take two test tube. A test tube A has negative charge whereas test tube B has positive charge in a colloidal particles. In test tube A, I minus iodine is absorbed in on precipitate AgI I minus is formed, whereas in test tube B Ag plus is absorbed, so the precipitate AgI Ag plus is formed. So is in presence of silver nitrate and potassium iodide. Okay, so option 4 is correct. Next question, 28. For ideal gas, most probable velocity, the ratio of most probable velocity and average velocity and RMS root mean square velocity is. First you have to know the formula of these three velocities. First, most probable velocity is root 2 into kt by m, whereas in average velocity is root 8 kt by pi m, whereas for RMS velocity it is root 3 kt by m. Now you divide most probable velocity divided by average velocity and with the RMS velocity, you will get the ratio, that is option 1, where other options were ruled out. Here see option 3, 1:2:3 is, these are all ruled out. Okay, these are all ruled out. Option 1 is correct. Next question, 29. Find the value of magnetic field necessary for protons to observe at a frequency at 200 megahertz. Here this question was taken in Physical Chemistry Mortimer, that's page number 1015. Here you see Bz value is h mu by Gn Bn. You substitute the values of h and mu is given 200 into 10 power 6 megahertz and G value is 5.587 and this you substitute Bohr-Manhattan value, you will get the Bz value 4.69. Option 1 is correct. Next question. The correct equation representing Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. This is answer 1. First, Ni equal to Gi into e power minus alpha plus beta Ea. This is Maxwell-Boltzmann distribution law. Okay, next question. IUPAC name of the following compound. Answer, first one 3-methyl 5-nitrocyclohexane. Here double bond, here you have to give 1 2 is 3 4 5. So it's a 3-methyl 5-nitrocyclohexanone is the correct IUPAC name. Okay, next question. What is the priority of order of groups for considering the Can-Ingold Prelog rule? is option fourth one. Isopropyl greater than benzyl, greater than allyl, greater than ethyl. Okay, next question. The Newman projection of meso 2,3 dibromo butane is, you see, is the answer I worked out here. Option 1 is correct here. Option 1 is correct. You see, this is Sauer's projection formula. In Sauer's projection formula, you write this as like this, and you just bring this bromine to the upwards, and you bring this methyl to upwards. You will get this structure like this, and you just write the Newman projection. So option 1 is correct. Next question. Which of the following carbanions is more stable? You take first ethyl carbanion, CH3CH2 minus is very less stable because the negative charge is not stabilized by any electronegative atom. There was no delocalization. So first one is ruled out. And you take third one, cyclopropyl. Cyclopropyl is stable, but there was no delocalization. So option 3 was also ruled out. In neopentyl, you see, similar to first one, neopentyl was also cannot be delocalized, and neopentyl is also less stable. So the stable carbanion is phenyl. Here in phenyl group, in phenyl carbanion, this negative charge was delocalized throughout the ring. So the second option is correct. Next, choose the wrong statement. Here you have to know the Peterson reaction. This Peterson reaction is also called as a Peterfeld olefinization. In this reaction, the alpha silyl carbanion reacts with ketones or aldehydes to give beta hydroxysilane is a compound 2, which gives, on elimination, gives alkenes. So this was the reaction. So option 1, here they are asking wrong statement. Option 1 is a correct statement. Option 2, in Peterson reaction, the stereochemistry of the product formed can be reversed when the catalyst changed. Option 2 is also correct. Option 3, Peterson olefination goes via 4-membered ring cyclic. Okay. Here option 4, Peterson olefination involves free radical intermediate. There was no free radical formed in this reaction. So this was the wrong statement. Option 4 was the correct answer. Answer is 4. Try 36, question number 36. Triacetoxy periodinate iodinane is used as an oxidant in which reaction? Swan oxidation, Bayer-Villiger, we are not using this reagent. Dinonphenol rearrangement, we are not using this reagent. 3 and 4 was ruled out. Swan oxidation also we are not using. We are using reducing agent. So in Des-Martin oxidation, we are using this oxidant, that is triacetoxy periodinane is called as a Des-Martin chemical reagent. Okay, which was used to oxidize the primary alcohol to aldehydes or ketones. Option 1 is correct. Next, 37. Yes, secondary butyl tosylate on acetate treatment of acetate ion gives which one of the following? You take this secondary butyl tosylate here, this is 1, reacts with acetate ion 2, which gives compound 4, secondary butyl acetate. So option 4 is correct. Not T-butyl acetate, T-butyl acetate, these are all ruled out. Okay. Next, 38. Question number 38. Which of the following statements is wrong? Actually, all the pericyclic reactions are concerted. This statement was correct. All the pericyclic reactions are the pericyclic reactions do not involve intermediates. This is also a correct statement. Pericyclic reactions go via cyclic transition state. This is also a correct statement. Here you see all the pericyclic reactions are stereospecific. So they are not, they are given was not stereospecific. So option 2 is the correct answer. They are telling to select the wrong statement. Okay. So option 2 is correct. In acidic medium, oxypin can be easily rearranged to. Here you listen. Oxypin is a cyclic compound which contain a heterocyclic, that's a benzene ring combined with the oxygen, is called oxypin, that is C6H6O, which on equilibrium mixture this rearrangement occurs. This rearranges to give phenolic compounds. So option 1 is correct. Choose the correct statement. Here answer 3. Both 5-alpha colostane B1-ol and this beta product 5B colostane are angular methyl group are cis to each other. These are cis to each other. Answer 3 is correct. 41. The compound on Woese analysis yields only acetone and no other carbonyl compounds. The compound is. Now we will work out this question. 41. First you take 1-butene. In 1-butene you have C2H5CH2. You add ozone here. What you will get? CHO CH2OO. Here on hydrolysis you cleave the bond, you will get C2H5CHO plus HCHO, that is a formaldehyde. Okay, so option 1 is wrong. And you take option 2, 2,3-dimethyl-2-butene. Here you see, this is 2,3-dimethyl-1-butene. You add ozone, you will get this compound. On hydrolysis, you will get the same product, that is 2-acetone. You will get 2-acetone is a product formed here. You take 1,3-butadiene. Here on Woese analysis, you will get CHO and 2-formaldehyde. So this option was also not correct. And you take cyclohexene on Woese analysis in presence of zinc dust. You will get this diols CHO, which on treatment with KOH and aldol condensation you will get a 5-membered hexene compound, a 5-membered ring compound CHO. So option 1, 3, 4 are ruled out. Option 2 is correct. Next question. NMR spectra. Here NMR spectra of are given. 1.3 triplet, 4.29 quartet, 4H 7.4 and another 7.9 4H. The molecular mass is 222. The compound is. Here dimethyl terephthalate was ruled out because the molecular mass was not 222. Dimethyl terephthalate was also ruled out. It was the with the help of the molecular mass you can find the compound. Diethyl terephthalate was also ruled out. Diethyl phthalate was the correct answer, which has the molecular mass 222. So we will see the NMR spectra for this compound. See here for this compound the NMR spectra. is a terephthalate, CH2 CH3 CH2 CH3. Here you see the compound. There was 2 quartet and 1 quintet, that is A, B, C, D. This compound 7.71, 7.53, 4.3 one peak and 1.36 another peak. Okay, next question. Which of the following statement is true? You take compound A and B. Here answer 2, that is A is a Z configuration and B is E configuration. It's a simple question. You can easily find it out. You take compound now here this is a compound which is used in the treatment of AIDS. So possible stereoisomers you have to calculate. Here we will calculate this one. The name of the compound is zidovudine C10H13N5O4. The total number of stereoisomers possible. Here you have 3 chiral center, so 2 power 3, so 8 possible stereoisomers are there, where 2 products are enantiomers, diastereomers and constitutional isomers. Okay, totally 8 isomers. The main function of the enzyme is to transport, not to transport energy. Energy transport was not, enzyme was not involved in transport of energy, so not involved in equilibrium of the reaction, not in maintaining the pH, and to catalyze a biological reaction. So option 4 is correct. The diameter of a buckyball, is about, see, buckyball is a nanomaterial, is a nano compound. So this option 1 and 2 are ruled out. In option 3 and 4, option 4 is also ruled out because it is a 10 nanometer. So buckyball is 1 nanometer in size. So option 3 is correct. In 47, see question number 47. In medicine, magnesium sulfate is used as a purgative, that is for in a purification process in the in our body. It was not used in antiseptic, it was not used as an analgesic, and it was not used as an antipyretic. So magnesium sulfate was used as a purgative. Next question, it's a simple question. Supramolecule from the given compound. Glucose was not a supramolecule, caffeine was not a supramolecule, glycine was a simple amino acid, it was not also a supramolecule. The supramolecule was DNA. Option 2 is correct. Next, eutrophication is a process in which involves depletion of ozone layer, increase in the concentration of ozone in water, decrease in the concentration of dissolved oxygen in water by algae, decrease in the level of sulfur dioxide in air. See, first you have to know the process of eutrophication. Eutrophication, the gradual increase in the concentration of phosphorus, nitrogen and other plant nutrients in aging aquatic ecosystem such as lake. Water blooms or great concentration of algae and microorganisms often develop the surface, preventing the light penetrating and oxygen absorption. So option 3 was correct. It's a decrease in concentration of dissolved oxygen in water by algae. The last question, green chemistry synthesis could also involve which of the following? In green chemistry, synthesis of compounds using green chemistry, we use microwave. We use microwave oven for green synthesis, and ultrasonic sound, waves, that is sonicator, ultrasonic sonicator we will use, and we are not using fossil fuels and we are not using this dichloromethane, we are not using high temperature. So option 4 is correct. So then we have discussed so far 50 questions. I hope all these questions were useful to you, and have a nice day. Best of luck. Thank you.